Coming up, a couple is accused of trying to sell their newborn twins.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. A Jackson County couple is behind bars tonight after police say they tried to sell their newborn twins. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office charged Jacqueline Keith and Zachary Davis with promoting human trafficking. Jeremy Toms talked with deputies about the alleged sale.
Chief Deputy Zachary Bryant with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office says he just learned of human trafficking allegations in their community on Monday.
Fortunately, this is the first time I've had to charge this, and it wouldn't bother me if I didn't have to charge it ever again.
High on a hill in the Sand Gap community, down a winding Lodge Hall road, is where Bryant interviewed Zachary Davis and Jacqueline Keith. Bryant says the couple was trying to sell their twins, who were less than 1 year old, for $5,000.
Well, Jackson County is very small. I think population's around 13,000. Pretty much everybody knows everybody, and it is a sad situation.
Dr. Teresa Hayden with the PATH Coalition of Kentucky says cases like this one are known as familial trafficking. She says as difficult as it can be to report on a loved one, that is often the most crucial step that you can take.
It's a hidden crime, and it is going on right in front of our eyes. To have a family member to go and report this it's extraordinary.
Davis and Keith's arrest citation show their sister-in-law went to the authorities. The couple claims they wouldn't actually have gone through it. Dr. Hayden won't excuse their actions, but tried to explain reasons why someone might do this.
Life circumstances are tough. To have two infants at the same time, it can be overwhelming. Instead of discharge, we recognize this couple is not ready to be parents. Then what can we do to help prevent that before we send them out our door?
In Jackson County, Jeremy Toms, WYMT Mountain News.
Court documents show Keith and Davis are due in court on March 25th at 9:30 a.m. They are each being held in the Jackson County Detention Center on $10,000 bonds. A Union College student was charged with assault. Police arrested Tony Norman Saturday morning. He was taken to the Knox County Detention Center. Norman is listed on the Union College football roster. Union College administrators released a statement to WYMT saying, quote, "We are aware of an off-campus incident involving a student and a non-student. As a matter of policy, we do not comment on ongoing litigation. We will await the outcome of the legal process before determining any further action," end quote. A Southern Kentucky deputy is continuing to recover after being shot in Wayne County. Kentucky State Police say that shooting also left one man dead. The violence played out yesterday at a home near the Wayne-Clinton County line. Officials say this shooting highlights the need for police officers to be prepared and to wear protective gear even when delivering court papers.
You just never know from one moment to the next if you're going to run into an individual that is very upset with the police. You never know if you're going to run into an individual that may think they have a warrant. Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
State police have not released the names of the deputy or the man who died in the incident. They do say the man's body has been sent to the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort. A bill to limit and regulate adult-oriented businesses in the state is another step closer to the governor's desk. Senate Bill 147 cleared a House committee this afternoon and now heads to the floor for a vote. Kelsey Soto has the latest on that from Frankfort.
This bill, it just seems mean.
After some changes, Senate Bill 147 no longer specifies drag shows, but does look to limit adult-oriented businesses and performances from being within one city block of a place where children might be, like a school, church, library, or public building.
What in the world are we thinking? How can we be for somebody dressing up like a lady or like a woman and reading books to our kids?
Opponents say it unfairly targets specific people and groups, limiting their expression of art. Bob Hellringer spent 23 years as a Republican lawmaker in the legislature. He's now an attorney representing the Fairness Campaign. His message directed straight to those in his own party.
If you want to be prejudiced, we live in a free country and you could do that, okay? But when you write it in the law, that's different. That's wrong.
Supporters believe it will protect children from obscene matter.
It's a practical bill. It's needed. I think the families, parents and grandparents would appreciate the passage of this, and the Commonwealth Policy Center is fully in support of this as well.
It passed favorably through committee on Tuesday. The debate will continue in the Capitol as the clock winds down on the 2024 session. In Frankfort, Kelsey Soto, WKYT.
Only 2 representatives voted no on the bill in today's committee hearing. Both are Democrats from northern Kentucky. Senate Bill 147 has already cleared the full Senate. It has one last hurdle on the House floor.
Well, we are just seconds away from the official start to spring, and we are starting spring on a chilly note, also a dry note. A live look at the radar, and all thanks to high pressure, we are dry as we close out your Tuesday under a mainly clear sky. So that will allow those temperatures to fall into the 30s once again as you wake up on Wednesday. Right now, though, most of us in the 40s to 50s, up to 50 in Manchester, also in Monticello, 47 for Jackson and Pikeville, and 48 over in Floyd County at this hour. Now, as you wake up on Wednesday, temperature is not as cold as last night. Most of us in the middle to upper 30s and possibly a few lower 40s as well. And once again, we are dry overnight under a mainly clear sky. More dry and sunny weather is on the way for your Wednesday, the first full day of spring. And those temperatures also warmer tomorrow. Most of us top out in the upper 50s to lower 60s. More dry weather on Thursday, then rain chances are back by Friday. Those details coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
Cameron, thank you. Today, approximately 7,000 trees were planted on a former surface mine site in Knott County. The trees were planted in an effort to reforest and restore mine sites to bring these areas to their full potential. Officials say reforestation in the region provides local jobs for site preparation and planning. They say it also supports future sustainable forestry opportunities, enhancing water quality and providing food and shelter for wildlife.
The beautiful thing about this type of restoration is that in 30, 50 years, you'll never be able to tell it was a mine site. Like, you can fully restore forests on these lands, which will be fantastic for wildlife and for sustainable forest operations.
The reforestation is happening through a partnership between the Nature Conservancy, Green Forests Work, and Beam Suntory. Together, they have removed invasive species, prepared soil for planting, and planted nearly 250,000 trees. One Pike County organization is hoping to fill baskets to fill a need. Grace Fellowship is hosting an Easter basket giveaway later this month, hoping to provide a little joy to families and kids this Easter. Pastor Debbie Bailey says Grace Community Kitchen has been accepting donations of basket stuffers at Pikeville Walmart and at the church, and more donations are needed to reach their goal.
Been working really hard to try to raise the awareness of the need to give the kids Easter baskets. We have a box at Walmart. We've asked people to donate. We've been posting it on Facebook, online, just letting people know that there is a need.
The event is March 28th at the church, so there's still time to make a donation if you are able. Well, it's a big week for basketball here in the Bluegrass. The 2024 Boys Sweet 16 tips off tomorrow. The battle for the high school state championship is at Rupp Arena in Lexington. It runs through March 23rd. First round games start early at 11 a.m. with 2 mountain teams kicking things off. Magoffin County facing off against Perry County Central. You can get your tickets at khsaa.org. Well, time is running out to fill out your NCAA bracket for Basketball Mayhem. WYMT is partnering with Appalachian Wireless and Food City to give you a chance to win big. Scan the QR code there on your screen to submit your bracket for a chance to win an iPad sponsored by Appalachian Wireless, a big screen television, and a Food City gift card. I filled mine out earlier tonight, and you can see how you stack up against me and some of the others here at WYMT. You can submit your bracket up until 15 minutes before the first tournament game on Thursday. For contest rules, just go to WYMT.com. Kentucky will face Oakland Thursday night around 7:10 right here on WYMT. Morehead State and Western Kentucky University are also in the tournament, and we're getting you ready for it a little early. We will simulcast the WKYT All Blue NCAA Tournament Preview Special. It's tomorrow night at 7 p.m. right here on WYMT. Coming up on Mountain News at 11, hear from experts on why some parts of Kentucky remain more at risk for opioid addiction.
Plus, we are warmer tomorrow for the first full day of spring. Your Wednesday forecast after this break.